Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, we continue to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 3. We're hearing the prayers by Vasudeva to Lord Krishna. He understands that this is the Lord Himself. So, we are on the purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada to the text 15 to 17.
Here
Just trying to
on
see where,
your
which.
I think it is paragraph number, wait, I'll just tell you. First,
The
after,
number,
किंतु इसका अर्थ ये नहीं है कि सर्वव्यापी अपना निजी अस्तित्व खो चुके हैं. So I think that is the third paragraph, looks like. After everything, after the two shlokas, there comes a paragraph.
what does it begin? Did we do this? That Mahavishnu, I remember we did that, right?
No, we did the Mahavishnu, but we did not do this one. No, we did not do the Mahavishnu, Shilpa ji. We did not do the Mahavishnu. Argue, yes, this one is the one may argue.
Okay, thank you. So one may argue that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who creates the whole cosmic manifestation simply by his glance, cannot come within the womb of Devaki, the wife of Vasudeva. To eradicate this argument, Vasudeva said, "My dear Lord, it is not very wonderful that you appeared within the womb of Devaki, for the creation was also made in that way." So one may say, how can the Creator, one who has created this material world, enter the womb? How can he take birth? So Vasudeva is saying, you also, you entered the womb of Devaki. It's not wonderful because you did the creation also that way. That you were lying in the causal ocean as Mahavishnu, and by your breathing, innumerable universes came into existence. Then you entered into each of the universes as Garbhodakshai Vishnu. Then again you expanded yourself as Shirodakshai Vishnu and entered into the heart of all living entities and entered even within the atoms. So Krishna is creating. He's created this material world and he has entered this material world. Otherwise, the atom would not be able to hold its shape also. It's because the Paramatma is there. That's why the atom is even able to hold its shape. The universe is able to sustain itself, just like this body is actually dead body. But because the soul is inside, the body is up here, it's growing, it has some byproducts. So the universe is also like that. Therefore, your entrance into the womb of Devaki is understandable in the same way. You appear to have entered, but you are simultaneously all pervading. So one may say, oh well, God is all pervading. He's everywhere. So then how can he be inside the atom also? But why not? He's God. He can do that. He's omnipresent, we say. God is omnipresent. He's everywhere. So he's within the atom also. We can understand your entrance and non-entrance from material examples. The total material energy remains intact even after being divided into 16 elements. The material body is nothing but a combination of the 5 gross elements, namely earth, water, fire, air, and ether. So 16 elements. Actually, we hear in Sankhya 24, right? So here, 5 gross elements the body is made of. Then there's the 3 subtle elements. We see our body is made of that way, right? Then we have the senses. Whenever there is a material body, it appears that such elements are newly created, but actually the elements are always existing outside the body. Similarly, although you appear as a child in the womb of Devaki, You are also existing outside. You are always in your abode, but still you can simultaneously expand yourself into millions of forms. So when a child is born, we may wonder, where did this body come from? But the elements are always existing. And when we die, then we are again, maybe burnt or buried. Again, we mix into the body mixes unto the elements, but not the soul. The soul is eternal. Soul eternally exists. So Vasudeva is saying, yeah, so you are existing in the material world and you enter the womb of Devaki also. Anyway, you are everywhere. So it's not astonishing, Vasudeva is saying. Rather, it is astonishing. It is inconceivable to us, but it's not impossible for the Lord. That's the point Vasudeva is trying to say. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. One has to understand your appearance with great intelligence because the material energy is also emanating from you. You are the original source of the material energy, just as the sun is the source of the sunshine. The sunshine cannot cover the sun globe, nor can the material energy, being an emanation from you, cover you. You appear to be in the three modes of material energy, but actually, the three modes of material energy cannot cover you. This is understood by the highly intellectual philosophers. In other words, although you appear to be within the material energy, you are never covered by it. So Krishna, he came 5,000 years ago to this earth, but his body is not material. He came in his own transcendental body. His activities are not conditioned by Rajogun, Tamogun, Sattvagun. No, he's not bound by any of these gunas. We are bound by the gunas. We have a material body, but not Krishna. He never gets any karma. He's never bound by any of the gunas. He's in fact a controller of the gunas. And he says that one who surrenders to me can cross over this material ocean. We hear from the Vedic version that the Supreme Brahman exhibits his effulgence and therefore everything is illuminated. We can understand from Brahma Samhita that the Brahma Jyoti or the Brahman effulgence emanates from the body of the Supreme Lord, and from the Brahman effulgence all creation takes place. So sunshine, someone may think that the sunshine, that is the ultimate, but one may think, well, sunshine is there, but where is it coming from? It's coming from sun planet. Similarly, one may understand the Brahman, the Brahma Jyoti, Brahman, all pervading, is everywhere. But where is Brahman coming from? It's coming from body of Krishna. And from the Brahman effulgence, all creation takes place. It is further stated in the Bhagavad Gita that the Lord is the support of the Brahman effulgence. Originally, he is the root cause of everything. But persons who are less intelligent think that when the Supreme Personality of Godhead comes within this material world, he accepts material qualities. Such conclusions are not mature, but are made by the less intelligent. So Krishna never takes any material qualities, no gunas. Some people may think that his body is made of sattva gun, and that when he leaves this earth, then he becomes the Brahman again, that he's coming from the Brahman, takes a material body of goodness, does his activities, then he goes back and becomes the Brahman. No, no, Krishna has his own original spiritual form. When he comes in his own form. The Brahman is the his energy. It is coming from his body. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can understand here Vasudeva is praying to the Lord of his inconceivable potencies, that how he's there in the spiritual world and yet he enters into the material world, how his pastimes, everything is all spiritual, nothing material. Yat manodrishya guneshu san iti
या आत्मनो दृश्य
Guneshyaguni
vyavasyate svavyatirekto buddha.
व्यवस्यते
Yati
स्वतिरेकथा बुधः
Vinanuvadam nachatan
विनानुवादं न च तत्मनीतम्
samyak yatastyaktamupadat puman.
संयत्यस्त्याक्रमुपादत्तपुमान्
One who considers his visible body, which is a product of the three modes of nature, to be independent of the soul, is unaware of the basis of existence, and therefore he is a rascal. Those who are learned have rejected this conclusion, because one can understand through full discussion that with no basis in soul, the visible body and senses would be insubstantial. Nonetheless, although his conclusion has been rejected, a foolish person considers it a reality. So that he's saying that we are the soul, we are not the body. Without the basic principle of soul, the body cannot be produced. So-called scientists have tried in many ways to produce a living body in their chemical laboratories, but no one has been able to do it because unless the spirit soul is present, a body cannot be prepared from material elements. See, that's why we can see in the laboratories, most to most what people can make is the robots, but not a human being. Can make a robot with all the metal. We cannot make a human body because a soul is needed to develop the body, maintain it, grow it. Since scientists are now enamored of theories about the chemical composition of the body, we have challenged many scientists to make even a small egg. The chemicals in eggs can be found very easily. There is a white substance and a yellow substance covered by a shell, and modern scientists should very easily be able to duplicate all this. But even if they were to prepare such an egg and put it in an incubator, this man-made chemical egg would not produce a chicken. The soul must be added because there is no question of a chemical combination for life. Those who think that life can exist without the soul have therefore been described here as Abuddha, foolish rascals. Right? We cannot even produce a seed. You know, it's modern science has advanced so much. There is so much technology, so much advancement. But we cannot produce a seed. Your Prabhupada is saying cannot produce an egg also. And even if you're able to produce an egg, a chicken will not come out of it because a soul is always needed. So life comes from life, not from matter. Again, there are those who reject the body regarding it as insubstantial. They are of the same category of fools. One can neither reject the body nor accept it as substantial. The substance is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and both the body and the soul are energies of the Supreme Godhead, as described by the Lord Himself in Bhagavad Gita 7.425. Bhumir abonalo vayo kammano buddhir evacha ahankara iti yamme binna prakritir ashtadha apareyam itvastav anyam prakritim vidhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam dharayate jagat. Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Altogether, these eight comprise my separated material energies. But besides this inferior nature, O mighty armed Arjuna, there is a superior energy of mine, which consists of all living entities who are struggling with material nature and are sustaining the universe. So here we are seeing in this our own body. We see our body. Yeah. So what is it a combination of?
The 8 elements, it
Eight ele-
comprises the eight.
That's right. 8 elements. What else?
And the
This
soul,
body is there, and we are there inside the body. Yes, the soul is there. So we are inside this body. So there's a combination here. The body is made of material and elements, and we, the soul, are also there. The spiritual energy, material and spiritual, and Krishna is saying both belong to him. So why is the soul called a superior energy?
because it's part of
Krishna.
Krishna. Yeah.
Yes, we are part of Krishna, but the material energy is also part. She's also coming from Krishna.
Because we are going through so much struggle in this material world, and still we are able to hold. Is it?
Because we are conscious.
Oh, we are calm.
The material elements have no consciousness. Earth, water, air, fire, ether, no conscious. But we, the spirit souls, we are conscious. So that's why we are called superior. The body, therefore, has a relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, just as the soul does. So, how is it that the body has a relationship with Krishna, just as the soul has a relationship?
Because we both are the energies of Krishna, right?
That's right, yeah, that's right. Since both of them are energies of the Lord, neither of them is false because they come from the reality. Because someone may say, Brahman, Brahman Satyam Jagan Mithya. Someone may say that this material world is false, but it's not false. It's not false. It's temporary. One who does not know the secret of life is described as abuddha. According to the Vedic injunctions, aitadhyatmyam idam sarvam, sarvam khalav idam brahma. Everything is the supreme Brahman. Therefore, both the body and the soul are Brahman, since matter and spirit emanate from Brahman. So when we look in the broader sense, even the material energy is Brahman. We, the souls, are Brahman. Everything is Brahman. All are coming from Krishna. The material energy is also, this material world is also situated on the Brahman. It's like the jail in Taiwan is also in the country of Taiwan. So the jail of Taiwan also can be called Taiwan, right? So, not knowing the conclusions of the Vedas, some people accept the material nature as substance and others accept the spirit soul as substance. But actually, Brahman is the substance. Brahman is the cause of all causes. The ingredients and the immediate cause of this manifested material world are Brahman. And we cannot make the ingredients of this world independent of Brahman. Furthermore, since the ingredients and the immediate cause of this material manifestation are Brahman, both of them are truth, Satya. There is no validity to the expression Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. The world is not false. Jnanis reject this world and foolish persons accept this world as reality. And in this way, they are both misguided. Although the body is not as important as the soul, we cannot say that it is false. Yet, The body is temporary, and only foolish materialistic persons who do not have full knowledge of the soul regard the temporary body as reality and engage in decorating this body. Both of these pitfalls, rejection of the body as false and acceptance of the body as all in all, can be avoided when one is fully situated in Krishna consciousness. So here Prabhupada is explaining, someone may say, oh, the world is illusion, world is false, false. Well, it's not false, it exists. Or someone may think, I am the body, I am the body. But that is also not right. We are actually spirit souls. And we are here inside this material world, inside this material body. So if we regard this world as false, we fall into the category of asuras who say that this world is unreal with no foundation and no God in control. Asatyam apratishtam te jagad ahur anishwaram, as described in the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. This is the conclusion of demons. So here Vasudev, what he is telling us, that it is foolishness. One thinks, what is foolishness? If we think we are the body. And also another foolish means giving too much importance to the body. And another foolishness is neglecting the body completely and thinking it is false. Rather, we need to accept both in relation to Krishna. That the body is also material energy of Krishna. This creation is material energy of Krishna, and I am the soul, also a part and parcel of Krishna. Is that okay?
Yes.
So we can see here that by hearing Vasudev's prayers, you can understand Krishna's position. He's giving so much knowledge. We heard earlier chapter the demigods giving so much knowledge. And now here Vasudev as to the position of Krishna, position of the living entity, the position of the material world. Patosya janma sthiti samyaman vibho
तव्योत अस्या जन्मस्थिति संयमान विभो
padanti anihad agunat avikriyat
वदन्ति अनिहात अगुणात विक्रियात्
vaishvare brahmanino virudyate
त्वयि ईश्वरे ब्रह्मणिनो विरुध्यते
tvad ashrayatvad upacharyate gunehe.
त्वत् आश्रितवात् उपचर्यते गुणः.
O my Lord, learned Vedic scholars conclude that the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of the entire cosmic manifestation are performed by you, who are free from endeavor, unaffected by the modes of material nature, and changeless in your spiritual situation. There are no contradictions in you, who are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Parabrahman, because the three modes of material nature, sattva, rajas, and tamas, are under your control. Everything takes place automatically. As stated in the Vedas, natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate natat samascha vidikas drishyate parasya shaktir vivideva shruyate Swabhavaki Jnana Bala Kriyacha. The Supreme Lord has nothing to do, and no one is found to be equal to or greater than him, for everything is done naturally and systematically by his multifarious energies. So this verse is coming in the Shvatashvatara Upanishad 6.8 that God, there's no one equal to him. There's no one greater than him. And everything is happening naturally just by his will. He has all these energies. What someone may do is if one tries to understand God without any energies, then we make a mistake. But God is omnipotent, we say. So he has all these energies. And just by his energies, everything is being done. Creation, maintenance, and annihilation are all conducted personally by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And this is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Mayadhyakshena prakritihi suyate sacharacharam. Yet ultimately, the Lord does not need to do anything. And therefore, he is nirvikar, changeless. Because everything is done under his direction. He is called Shrishtikarta, the master of creation. Similarly, he is the master of annihilation. When a master sits in one place while his servants work in different duties, whatever the servants are doing is ultimately an activity of the master, although he is doing nothing. Natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. The Lord's potencies are so numerous that everything is nicely done. Therefore, he is naturally still and is not directly the doer of anything in this material world. So everything is happening by Krishna's will, by his energies. Uh, like the boss tells all his secretaries, his managers, do this, do this, do this. And they're all doing what he is saying. So Krishna, he is the supreme boss. There's, there's no one higher than Krishna. And everything is happening by his will. Krishna again here, Vasudeva is saying that he is not affected by the modes of nature. Because many people keep thinking that Krishna has a material body, he gets covered by sattva gun. No, he has no modes of nature. He's coming in his own spiritual body. His body never changes. It's spiritual. So, in fact, sattva, rajas, tamas, they are being controlled by Krishna. It's not that they are controlling him. No, he is controlling them. Swatam triloka sthitaye swamayaya
Satvam Triloka
Triloka
Sthitaye Swamayaya
bibarshi shuklam khalu varnam atmanaha.
Vibharti Shuklam
Vibhustiklam
Khalu
Kaluvarnam Atmanam
Varnam
Sargaya raktam rajaso pabramhitam
Sargam
Sargaya Raktam Rajasopamritam
Krishnam cha varnam tamasa janatyaye.
Krishna
Chavarnam
Chavarnam
Tamasadhanatyaye.
My Lord, your form is transcendental to the three material modes. Yet for the maintenance of the three worlds, you assume the white color of Vishnu in goodness. For creation, which is surrounded by the quality of passion, you appear reddish. And at the end, when there is a need for annihilation, which is surrounded by ignorance, you appear blackish. Vasudeva prayed to the Lord, you are called Shuklam. Shuklam or whiteness is a symbolic representation of the absolute truth because it is unaffected by the material qualities. White, Shuklam, symbolic representation of the absolute truth. So it means no material qualities, means Shuddha Sattva. Shuddha Sattva. Actually, mode of goodness is also, mode of goodness is represented by white, right? Anyway, this is the white here. Prabhupada is explaining is mode of pure goodness. And Lord Brahma is called Rakta or red because Brahma represents the qualities of passion for creation. So red is passion. Darkness is entrusted to Lord Shiva because he annihilates the cosmos. The creation, annihilation, and maintenance of this cosmic manifestation are conducted by your potencies, yet you are always unaffected by those qualities. So Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they are the guna avatars, right? They are guna avatars of the Lord to manage this universe. As confirmed in the Vedas, Hariri Nirguna Sakshat, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is always free from all material qualities. It is also said that the qualities of passion and ignorance are non-existent in the person of the Supreme Lord. So Krishna never comes under the modes. He never comes under ignorance. He never comes under passion. And he never is also on the platform of material goodness. He's always on the platform of pure goodness. In this verse, the three colors mentioned, Shukla, Rakta, and Krishna, are not to be understood literally in terms of what we experience with our senses, but rather as representatives of Sattvagun, Rajagun, and Tamagun. After all, sometimes we see that a duck is white, although it is in Tamogun, the mode of goodness. So one may think, okay, everything white is in the mode of goodness. So Prabhupada is giving example. But duck is white, but duck is mode of ignorance because after all it's a animal body, right? Bird. Illustrating the logic called Bhakandya Nyaya, the duck is such a fool that it runs after the testicles of a bull, thinking them to be a hanging fish that can be taken when it drops. Thus the duck is always in darkness. Bhakanda Nyaya. So it seems that is what the duck does. It's running after the testicles of a bull, thinking it's a fish and that he can eat that fish when it drops. So Vyasadeva, however, the compiler of the Vedic literature, is blackish. But this does not mean that he is in Tamogun. Rather, he is the highest position of Sattvagun, beyond the material modes of nature. So Prabhupada is saying we can't take it literally, that what we are seeing, that anything white is going to be good or anything black is going to be in ignorance, because Vyasadeva is blackish, he's saying, but he's not in ignorance. Highest position of Sattvagun, beyond the modes of nature. He is on Shuddha Sattva platform. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to compile the Vedas, right? There would be mistakes otherwise in it. So sometimes these colors, Shukla, Raktas, Tatha, Pita, are used to designate the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. Lord Chirodakshay Vishnu is celebrated as possessing a blackish color. Lord Shiva is whitish, and Lord Brahma is reddish. But according to Srila Sanatan Goswami in the Vaishnav Toshanitika, this exhibition of colors is not what is referred to here. The real understanding of Shukla, Rakta, and Krishna is as follows. The Lord is always transcendental, but for the sake of creation, he assumes the color Rakta as Lord Brahma. Again, sometimes the Lord becomes angry, as he says in Bhagavad Gita 16.19, Tam aham dvishata kruran samasareshu naradaman shipami ajasram ashubhan amasurishva eva yonishu. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, are cast by me into the ocean of material existence, into various demoniac species of life. To destroy the demons, the Lord becomes angry, and therefore he assumes the form of Lord Shiva. In summary, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is always beyond the material qualities, And we should not be misled into thinking otherwise simply because of sense perception. One must understand the position of the Lord through the authorities or Mahajans. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.3.28, Ete cha amsa kalapumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. That it's not that Krishna gets the material qualities. No, no. He does not get any material qualities. But for the sake of creation, maintenance, and annihilation, then he has expanded as Lord Brahma. There's Lord Brahma, there's Lord Shiva, there's Lord Vishnu. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Hare Krishna.